It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Titans and the reigning AFC champs on Monday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now they try the right side here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Person. And he's brought down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. McDonald sets to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big save to bring up 3rd down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
From the gun, it's McDonald. This one complete to Patton. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is McDonald. Looking middle, and and that's complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Here's McDonald to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
You're talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
And on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patton. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Rose. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Boston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steamers have taken the lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive of 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. McDonald. And this is going to be incomplete. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Boston. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
On first down, Boston. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steamers are able to widen their advantage.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, McDonald. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. McDonald. His throw incomplete. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. And the catch made. It's Patton. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from Pater.
Looking to throw. McDonald. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 2nd down now, it's Rose, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the
pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ballgame or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
Second and 16. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. McDonald. He finds his man, complete. It's Person.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, McDonald.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for it and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Rose. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Looking to throw. Boston. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Boston. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw on 2nd down, Boston. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boston. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
It's now 4th and goal.
And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald, he finds his man, complete. It's Patton. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Over the middle, complete. That's Person. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the second quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. The Bears have a long road back to 500, but they do move to 3-8 with a victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are most likely looking at a playoff-free season, but they do pick up win number 3 on the year. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Trey Lance leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Boston. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Let's go.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Boston. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Boston. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Yeah, this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, McDonald. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald, he finds his man, complete. It's Person. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Mills. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Person. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Patton. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw on 2nd down. Boston. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd and 2. Boston complete. This is Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boston. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Rose. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Boston. Complete here. It's Hyde. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking to throw. Boston. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Steamers add 6 to their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
An extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. From the gun, McDonald. Caught outright by Patton. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. He finds his man, complete. That's Patton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. To throw on third down, McDonald. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. McDonald. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. McDonald. He finds his man, complete. That's Patton. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. On 3rd down, McDonald. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And to give this time to the tailback. A giant hole up the middle. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now pull. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Boston. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Boston. He finds his man. Complete. That's Rose. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Boston got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 48-yard line.
Off play action. Boston. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a give right side. It's Rose. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Boston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steamers are able to add on to that lead. first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing to start the drive. McDonald. He finds his man, complete. It's Patton. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, McDonald. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. He finds his man. Complete. That's Person. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. McDonald. He finds his man. Complete. It's Patton. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. McDonald. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Looking to throw. McDonald. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back.
Into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah. Locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the home team here, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.